Sesame Place in Philadelphia is the OG theme park based on the beloved Sesame Street characters, and I've been wanting to bring my family here for a while. But I struggled with finding the right age for them to enjoy it. My kids range from 4 to 10, and I didn't want anyone to be too old for the theming. So we'll give you tips for all ages, for rides, characters, the water park, food, especially gluten-free food, and so much more. We bought discount tickets, which you can find my link below to get some for yourself. And note, we did not purchase VIP or Magic Queue to skip the lines. So we'll show you what the wait times are like in the park and give you some helpful tips to make your trip a success for all ages. It's hot already, we're not even inside. The park opens at 10 a.m. today, and we got here about half an hour after that, but it's 11. By the time we got through the parking lot and through security and stuff, it takes a little bit of time, and we are just pouring sweat. It is lightly boiling, but we're gonna have fun. We're gonna take advantage of those water rides. And just so you know, they said that parking today was $40, but they had a little issue with the credit card machine, so we got waved through. So if you don't prepay online, you might get the faulty credit card machine. The credit card machine did work for getting my rental stroller, which was $37 a day. And all they have is the double strollers, no singles. They look just like the Disney strollers. And my kids are so happy to be rolling instead of walking. If you have a big kid who is suspicious that Sesame Street is gonna be a baby day and they're kind of cranky about it, you come in and go right on Vapor Trail while the line is short and prove them that there are plenty of thrills.
I could?
Yeah, you're good. Excitement, excitement. Longer?
Yes.
Asher found the power breeze, the misting fan. I love that there's a low sensory room for kids that need it. It's so if you need to calm down, especially guests with autism, can come in here and find a break. Because it's sensory overload at theme parks, right? There are water fountains that have refill water bottle stations. That's awesome. And you must keep those water bottles full on hot days. Hydrate, 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 guys. Axon was so excited to have a little toilet that was his size in the bathrooms.
Real?
Yeah, they have low sinks and kid-sized toilets. So let's start at the whole reason you come here, to see Sesame Street, and then to the rides beyond. Look, it's like the real Sesame Street. It's so cute. Superstore. This is Big Bird's nest. When he comes out, that's where he will be. But until now, we can take photos. It's the official Oscar trash can.
Why don't you go scram to that foodie truck and annoy Cookie Monster and Donger instead, huh?
I don't even want cookies.
Look, leave me alone and get lost!
There's a playground. To one side, there's like a midway with carnival rides, Elmo's World behind it, and Cookie's Monsterland. Can't wait. And if you pull this, you spin kind of like teacups, only up in the sky. Did more than I expected.
So we can see a roller coaster.
Yeah, you can.
And look, roller coaster.
How was it? Was it fast?
No, not too fast.
My 2-year-old niece could handle these rides, but there were even smaller, slower rides and slides over in the Elmo's World area. Have fun! When I was 3, my mom took me to Sesame Place, Texas, and said I could play on my own if I held onto the handrail. So I walked like this. Sorry, Mom. Nora's having a hard time with how hot the plastic is. She can't put her legs down. When we say it's a low capacity day, we mean all by itself. This is a Tuesday in July, and repeatedly I've seen rides go with only one car filled. You're big enough to ride alone? Look at that face. So proud. That one was my favorite. I don't love teacups, but I love that it's shaded, and so all the equipment is nice and cool to sit on. And as you went by, it was breezy, and the tunes were awesome. Now let's head inside for a little break. My favorite attraction, air conditioning. These are amazing. I don't know. These are so good. Wiggled. I can't. Hi, look, it's Dad on his computer. It's Grover. So exciting.
Hey, look who it is.
Look, it's the monster at the front of the audience.
Are y'all ready to have a nice story time today?
Yeah.
Yeah? Great, I am too. Today and make the world better. Oh, I haven't seen this guy in a while. Who knows who this is? That's our pals Bert and Ernie. Kindness takes practice, but when you deliver, you may be surprised. It's nice being the giver.
Storytime was such a nice indoor AC break, and then everyone in the audience lined up for pictures with Grover. We snapped one with my sister and the girl cousins. Back outside, worth noting, there's a family care center, but we were hungry. I had researched gluten-free options at Big Bird's Burgers, but it was closed. So I popped into Hooper's Food Market to see if they had any packaged items that were gluten and dairy free.
These, which are gluten-free but have dairy.
It was mostly buying snack packs and pulling the plain fruit or veggies out, which I wasn't excited to do. This was really mostly a merch shop, but what cute merch it was. So we made our way to Elmo's Pizza Kitchen. The gluten-free pizza was pre-assembled, so it wasn't possible to get it without the cheese. But the staff was helpful and knowledgeable and let us know that the fries were made in a dedicated fryer. So fries, fruit cups, and some allergy-safe brownies and cookies it was. I was glad that I brought a bag of snacks from home to round out the meal and made plans for a well-rounded dinner on the way home. But if you want to eat cookies for lunch like Cookie Monster, this is the place.
The fantastic thing I ever ate in the whole entire world.
Wow. And our family members who could eat gluten said the pizza was pretty good. If you keep an eye on the schedule, there are lots of opportunities to meet characters, and my favorite was Big Bird. Look at him walk. Bye, Big Bird. Hi, Oscar. Get out of here, guys. You can also check the schedule for showtimes, a great way to see characters if your little ones are too scared to get up close. But we wanted to squeeze in a couple more rides before making our way to the water park area. Oscar's Wacky Taxi is the other big roller coaster at Sesame Place, and maybe the best ride in the park. But it was closed. So sad.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Big Bird's tour bus.
Nora wants to show her independence on this one, so I'm riding the whole row to myself. She's a couple rows back. So, Nora convinced us to try one more ride. check out these changing rooms and lockers available, where we changed into our swimsuits and sunscreened up. If you forget anything, just check the merch stands for basic necessities. You ready for the play in the water? There was a great zero entry area for small babies, and the bigger pool is only about knee high. Quickly, the big kids decided they were ready for a water slide. There were life jackets to borrow and shoe cubbies at each slide. We're over here on Rosita's Seaside Slides, and we're excited. It looks like a fun one, but it's not nearly as big as over there on Elmo's Surf Slides. It is a bummer that that is closed for the day. At this point, 2 major water slides are closed, so we only get the little water slide, and one of the 2 roller coasters is closed. So it's definitely like a partial day. Low wait times and low crowds and high heat and a lot of closed rides. If your kids love Sesame Street characters, this is an absolute highlight. So cute. My kids didn't prioritize it and stayed in line for the water slide, but definitely check it out. That line is absurd. And that shipping dry is ridiculous. Have fun!
Look at this.
How was it? Double thumbs up.
Nice.
Nora got to ride without a grown-up. That was exciting. But Nora, even though you had on water shoes, you had to take them off, right? And hold them in your hand on the way down? I don't know. So it was fun. It was nice. It was more than half an hour line, considering everybody in the Magic Pass line got to skip in front of us. It was more than half an hour, and we missed the entire parade while waiting. So it's not like the line got short because of a parade or something. No. Even during parade times, they only had 1 chute running, and so it was a long line, and I was just excited to be in cold water by the time I got on the ride. Now let's go try the lazy river.
This is nice.
You can float in the tube or just swim around. The river has plenty of splashy spouts and mini waterfalls, so you don't get to be too lazy. And see those sunglasses on my head? They're about to disappear. R.I.P. Warby Parkers. It got me so bad.
Stop my tongue. Stop me again.
1, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1.
Even leaving the water park area, we kept finding little interactive elements where the Sesame themes welcome kids to explore. You hear the characters? But before we called it a day, we wanted to squeeze in a classic, the carousel. This one is one of the cutest carousels I have ever ridden. Then it was time to go. But one last thing. And as you walk out the front entrance,
Mommy.
you have to exit through the gift shop. I love you and I want to take you home. You're my favorite. Although, little bird is cute too. There are some holiday items and seasonal things. How big is that? I don't know how I got out of there without spending all my money. I seriously wanted everything. The merch game here is top notch. So cute. You like Cookie Monster? I love Cookie Monster. These are the finds. Look at the, hold on, the ABC. And look at these. Oh, I would have put that on a backpack. You could get Bert and Ernie and make the world's cutest sweatshirt. Oh, thank you. What a sweetie. I thought I needed this because it's so stinking cute. But it's $90. So they know it's cute and they priced it accordingly. So fantastic. these adult shirts. How much are they? How much are they? $25. If you need rain gear. For $18? $17. Bring chains for Bert and Ernie. Big Bird and Snuffy. There were definitely a few hiccups in our day, but my biggest tip is to plan to swim if it's a hot day, or maybe come on the weekends in hopes more of the rides will be open. All in all, a good day out with the kiddos, and my oldest didn't seem to mind the theme too much. Please feel free to ask us any questions you have about our Sesame Place experience, and subscribe so you can join us on our next adventure. We'll see you there, travelers!